Nathan, just how tough was that to take at the end of the game?
Oh, very much so. You know, the level of performance we put on today. First off, we had the better chances. There wasn't even a shot on goal really, but a set play. And when we knew was coming and didn't do it well enough, and then to have the level of performance we did today, and then to come out with nothing is really, really frustrating because I thought we had the better chances. I thought we were really organised in both shapes in terms of everything we do, and we showed that we can be a good team at times. It's just you can't keep conceding goals and expecting to get points.
Just how much of an improvement did you see in the little performance today compared to Boxing Day?
Yeah, look, and it's a different game. Brighton are a really difficult side to play against. You know, they don't play with strikers; they play with packed in midfield, so they can have a lot of the ball and cause you problems with that. But today is a much improved performance level on every level. It is unfortunate we didn't get a second goal, and then we have to defend our box. But there's a lesson to learn there, and that's what we have to do.
And just finally from me, a word on James Ward-Prowse. How have you found working with him, and how is he finding this challenge of seemingly having to carry the Southampton side at the moment?
Well, I wouldn't say, be disrespectful to say he's carrying the side in terms of that. You know, he's a big player for us because of the quality he has, but there's a lot of players working hard out there. It's just we need a little bit more know-how. We need a little bit more discipline in certain elements of our play, and once we get that, then look, we'll start to win points because there's a good side in there, but at the minute we're not showing that because we're not giving ourselves a chance. You know, if you defend two set plays better today, then look, we can win that game or at least come out with something from the game, and we should have today because the performance level deserved that.
Jacob? Nathan, the players huddled together after Perez's first goal. Is that something you were aware of? Is that something you encourage?
No, look, they're leaders on there. That we want them to be. We want them to be, together and to demand from each other because we can't do it all on our own. But look, the group's a good group. It needs a little bit of know-how. It needs to learn quickly because at the minute, there's certain naivety to our defending that's costing us games.
And there was a change of shape at half-time and it looked like it had the desired effect, didn't it? What was the thing behind it?
Well, we just wanted to get a little bit more pressure on the ball, and I thought our shape first off was excellent. We limited them to very, very little, and we had all the big chances first off, and yeah, we need to take one of those, and then and then defend a set play better. And if you do that, then it's different. We wouldn't have needed a change. We felt we needed to be a little bit more proactive, which we were second half, and it proved, it proved right because even after we scored, we had some real good situations, good opportunities, and we just need to probably have a little bit more quality in those areas.
Is it fair to say that the tipping point or the turning point came after Samuel Edozie's departure from the game, and it looked like Southampton were a little bit sinking into shape a little bit deeper?
No, not really, because I don't think Sammy was setting a press or anything from that. We have to, because he's got cramp, so he's not used to playing this amount of games. We've trusted him now. It's his second start. He hasn't started Premier League games before we got here. So no, I don't think that was the case, because literally straight after we have a great counter attack and Roman has opportunity, and so I don't think that was the case. And to be fair, I didn't feel we were sitting back in any way, shape or form. I mean, they've got a corner which we could have defended better for the corner, and then the corner we have to defend better as well. So really, it's just small moments in the game that we need to be better at, and if we are, then we'll get points.
Okay, Mark. Just on Edozie, just cramp, is it? Nothing too serious there? So it should be okay for Wednesday?
Yeah, God willing, yeah.
Okay, and I wanted to ask you about the midfield today. I had Moy kind of sitting in the middle there, and actually looked really good, really positive. Were you pleased with that change that you made there in the midfield?
Well, look, I thought the level of performance was good today, coming away to Fulham and to limiting to them, and they're a very fluid side with some real good individuals. Mitrovic was limited to very, very little, and he's a top striker. Willian, these people have all, Pereira, all these people have been fantastic for him, and they've been a high-scoring team. And today it took two set plays to beat us, and that's the frustrating thing, because if we just defend our box better, we either win that game or get something from it, and that's a real tough thing to take today.
On at the other end as well, you mentioned about the chances that you missed in the first half. Those go in, it's a completely different game. You said about the momentum that really swings in this league. Yeah,
it does, and you have to take your chances when you get them. It's a tough league, in terms of that. But we're learning lessons really quickly, and that's the thing. But we can't continue to let it go and be sloppy in our play, because we have to learn and get these lessons quickly.
on a return for Romeo Lavia, albeit a small one right at the end there, but positive signs to see him coming back as well.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of young players in the side, a lot of players with talent and everything, and real top-end talent, and we have to make sure that we look after those. We could have pushed Romeo today, but if he breaks down again, you know, he's only made 7 appearances this year, and we want him to play and to affect games far more. But in terms of the organisation, in terms of how we were today, I'm really pleased with the levels of performance, but absolutely devastated at the manner which we've conceded.
Alfie.
Thank you, Jordan. Nathan, you've obviously tried a lot of different things in the first sort of 2 or 3 games, 4 games. Are you still at that stage where you are working out exactly what is your best 11 or what is your best shape?
Well, I think we know what our shape we'd like to play. It's just a lot to do with personnel and so on. And each game is different because we have a small side in terms of we don't have the biggest, most aggressive side in terms of everything. So we're having to find formulas and situations where we can be in every department. We can be strong and we can make sure we give ourselves a chance of winning the game. And today, look, we lost a little bit of aggression and then conceded just from set plays really, and that's the frustrating thing today because we should be better than that.
Okay, we'll move on and preview the.
Just one more.
Yeah.
Just the first goal. From that set piece, what specifically was you upset about? What did you think?
The fact that we've showed them the exact same set play 10 times. It's not the first time Fulham have done that. So exactly the same. So positionally we're out of there, and then to be fair, there's 2 players in the keeper's eye line in an offside position, which we're not enamoured with either. But VAR have cleared that. So look, we're frustrated because it's not something that's happened off the cuff. It's something we've actually showed them because they do it week in, week out.
Last one.
Just wondering if you can talk about the chances that you missed. Is there a lack of confidence in the forward players? Obviously, confidence with scoring goals. So how do you lift those strikers so they can next time which opportunity comes that come back?
We just keep working hard. Giving them confidence, giving them the ability and the platform to do well, and then confidence comes when you keep doing the right things and something turns, and that's all we can do is just keep doing the right things, because at the minute we're in a tough moment, but only we can get ourselves out of that. We're not going to get any help or anything, so we need to make sure that we're the best versions of ourselves, and if we are, then we'll be in a better position.